All right. Checking to see if we're live. Hopefully we are. Hi everybody. If making sure this is up. I hope everyone's doing well today. Just making sure. Tell me if you can hear me or see me. And let me know if everything's up and running. Is the mic on? That should be good. That looks good. Hey, Justice Crickets, good to see you. Hi, Seal0626, Lewis Darden, Justice Crickets, like I said. We have visual context, sweet. Yes, we have, all right, everything's good. All right, well, I figured I'd try something new. Nope, you don't want to see that, because then, oh, now you're going to hear a double of my voice. Okay. Well, hello everybody. I figured I'd do something new. I haven't really done like a live react all that much or at all. So I figured, well, a Star Trek trailer came out today, so I might as well do a live react with everybody and just react to the trailer without having seen it, and we'll talk about it. I'll watch it, talk about it, and we'll hopefully break it down. Oh, Wes Huntington, you're awesome. Oh, Justin, thank you so much. It's good to see everybody. It's good to see everyone. I hope everyone's doing good today. Making sure everything's good. Yeah, so I just figured we'll watch it. I'll react to Strange New World, seeing my good old Captain Pike, Mr. Anthony Mountain here. I'm already excited because they see, like, you can see there's horses, and like if they got Pike and horses, I'm already know they understand what I want out of this show. So yeah, we'll break it down. Nick, I haven't seen it either. Let's do this. Yeah, it should be fun. Hopefully, I'm gonna forewarn before we get going on this stream. That Paramount, especially with trailers, has been fairly judicious with the copyright claims. So what I'm hoping to do is I'm gonna record this. We'll do this all, and then I'll download it and put it over on my secondary channel for people to watch in perpetuity once the stream's done. But I want to forewarn everybody just in case that this stream gets like grabbed and flagged and taken down midstream. So if we're watching the trailer and then all of a sudden the stream just suddenly dies, it's probably because there was some weird copyright claim stuff going on in the back end, because YouTube just copyright claims things and shuts things down. So just want to forewarn, if the stream just instantly dies, that's the reason. But yeah. Let's watch this thing. I am so excited. I am so excited. I think more than anything, this is the Star Trek show that I am so pumped for. Like, Lower Decks is probably my favorite Star Trek show on right now, but this is the one that I'm like, oh, this is like the return to the classic Star Trek, the classic feel. It's got Anson Mount and Ethan Peck and Rebecca Romaine, who have been like, just killed it in Star Trek Discovery Season 2 and all the short treks they were in. Like, I am so pumped for them. Yeah, Patrick, let's go. Feels like the trailer came out 15 minutes ago. I think it came out like 30 minutes ago? Something like that. It dropped not too long ago. It was only like 30 minutes to an hour ago. So let's get into this. Pike was the guy in the wheelchair thing. That was him, Beer Force. Pike was the guy in the wheelchair thing from the original series. This show takes place between when he first appeared in The Cage, which was the original pilot for Star Trek. That's where his character technically first appeared. And then where he does end up in the sort of beepy wheelchair chair in the original series years and years later. So this show kind of takes place between that and after Star Trek Discovery Season 2, which is where this version of the character first appeared. Still the same character, but like this character played by this actor. So if everyone remembers, just to give people a brief reminder of what happened in Star Trek Discovery Season 2. In Star Trek Discovery Season 2, Captain Pike came on to Discovery to lead it for that season's mission, the thing with the Red Angel and all that stuff, but he was still the captain of the Enterprise as well, which we went back to at the end of the season. But during the course of Discovery Season 2, he basically got a vision of what was going to happen to him in the future, and he saw that he was going to end up in the BB chair. And so that's sort of like on his mind that is something that is going to happen to him, and he is aware that it is going to happen to him. But he does have a bit of a he does have a few moments within Discovery Season 2 where he does realize, like, well, I know this isn't what causes me to end up in that wheelchair, so I'm not going to die here, so I can risk myself a little bit more. So there might be a little bit more like he's willing to take more risks because of what he knows is eventually going to happen to him. So it's ultimately going to be really cool. So we'll see how that plays into it. The beep chair in which he conveniently forgot Morse code, so he couldn't express. Exactly. It was this, like, you can either say yes or no, and that's all you can do, and no Morse code, which is so weird. It was so weird that they did it. I get it, like, they did it for it. Is Star Trek good? I always wanted to watch it. Yes, the Fluffy Reader. I just did a video going over every single Star Trek show, so if you want to get advice on where to start Star Trek, which I love, one of my favorite things in the world, you can check out that video because that's a good recommendation. Hey, Cyberquaker, good to see you. It's good to see you, my friend. But yeah, all right, let's watch this thing. I am so excited. The whole pitch of the show is that it is a return to classic Star Trek. Like it's going to be the original series kind of with a new updated feel to it. That's sort of the pitch. Let's watch this thing. I'm very excited. Let me know. Also, you should be able to. I'm going to just quick test. Can you hear that? Did you hear that sound when I played it a little bit? You should have been able to hear that. Let me know if you could hear that before I officially start, because I want to make sure everyone can see and hear that. Yes, okay. All right, let's do this thing. Ready, everybody? And then once I watch it, we'll stop and we'll break down some of the things that I've seen, if there's anything worth breaking down. But already, Pike on a horse. Love it, because he has a thing for horses. All right. Oh, God, there's this Pike face! Official I love it that I hate the, like, teasers before the teasers. Okay, we got a wind farm. Paramount Plus. Subscribe now. Ooh, got the classic Star Trek noise, the communicator opening. Of course, Pike's got a cabin somewhere. I always like, by the way, they had those, like, the wind farms there. I always like in the original. Ooh, he's got his... Yes! Pike beard! They always have, like, renewable energy in Star Trek, which I really like to see in the background of these landscape shots. Oh, look at that sexy Pike beard. He's got the rugged Pike beard. I'm all about it. Ooh. Swirl, that's a good word. Ooh. Oh God, it's the thing from Green Lantern, Galactus or whatever, or not Galactus, Parallax.
No matter what the mathematical probabilities or the number of times
is that Spock?
We are not alone in the universe.
God, it looks so beautiful. Their CGI department is killing it. Oh, I love this music. Bum, bum. Oh, this is like classic Star Trek music.
Province of children's stories.
Ooh, what is that? Oh, he's got the little... Okay, that's a cool transition. Oh, I love that version of the Enterprise so much.
It isn't.
Oh, look at his face! Look at his face! Ba-da-da-da-da. Oh, that was great. I mean, okay, so that was just a little teaser. It wasn't like anything, but oh, that was... The music was just so perfect. I want to go back here a second, because, like, listen to that.
Beyond our own.
Where was that music bit? It was just this right here. This music transition right here. That's so Star Trek, and you just like the brassy feel and like the big like percussion build up. Oh, that's so pretty, and I love that. Oh, and like this Enterprise right here. This appeared in Star Trek Discovery Season 2. I've got to be honest with you, of the like different versions of the classic Enterprise that we've got, like the from the original show, we got the Enterprise from the motion picture, the like refit, which most people are the one that most people like. Then there's the Kelvin timeline movies, the one with like Chris Pine stuff, and then there's also a refit in those movies in Star Trek Beyond. Of all of them, this right here is my favorite Enterprise look. I love that they take like the little notches in the nacelle, like adding detail to the nacelle right there. That's from actually the NX-01, like the Enterprise from Star Trek Enterprise. That like notches, that's like clearly from the NX-01 look, and I like that it adds stuff. And I like these like tilted looks that they added from, I think that's from Kelvin timeline stuff, but it also still has the sort of like look of the original Enterprise from the series. It doesn't like have to be like huge and gigantic and super sleek like the Kelvin ones were, which is like very App Store, very like sleek modern look. It still has that like sci-fi aesthetic. It's really, really good. I have seen the gameplay trailer for Star Trek Resurgence. I did see that. I was interested. Again, that's a game that I might have to like reserve my thoughts on, to be kind of honest with you. Let's see. I hope we get the Pike deliver the monologue. Yeah, it's like space, the final front. That would actually, I really hope they do that. That would actually be wonderful. That would absolutely be wonderful. Let's see if there's anything else in this trailer that I want to quick see if there's anything here. I mean, like I mentioned while we were watching here, I mean, this is something, it's a little subtle, but it's something that I really appreciate Star Trek doing. The wind farms here that we see in this trailer. Modern Star Trek has been doing that a lot, where if you look at Star Trek Discovery and Star Trek Picard have a lot of shots of San Francisco because they like go to Starfleet Academy and things like that. And every time you see those shots, on the Golden Gate Bridge, because there's no longer roads anymore, the Golden Gate Bridge has been completely paved over with solar panels. So like this subtle like showcasing of renewable energy in the future, that like there's much more renewable energy in the future. And I think that that's just it's just a subtle thing, but I really like that and appreciate that. It's like a small world building element of the Star Trek future that also like showcases that like positivity and like taking greater care of our environment feel of Star Trek. It's a very subtle thing. But it was very good. And yeah, Cyberquaker, Paramount was bold releasing this trailer 15 minutes after the Kenobi trailer. Actually, it's probably smart of them to a degree. I mean, they probably already planned this in advance and didn't know that the Kenobi trailer was going to be released. But knowing like marketing stuff, like people will probably watch the Kenobi trailer, get all hyped for that, and then jump into other content from there. That's just how the algorithm stuff works. So it's actually not a completely bad move. The Kenobi trailer might dominate the conversation on Twitter and stuff, but in terms of getting it out there viewed, it's actually not a bad, like, getting the runoff of Kenobi, because Kenobi, I mean, this all just a minute, like, as much as I love Star Wars, Star Trek, Star Wars is a bigger series. Of course it is. I don't know if it's going to be 10 episodes. It might be 13. I need to look. I don't know how many episodes this season's going to be. Fade Away, thank you so much for your super chat. Heart to you. Thank you, my friend. Love your chat. Can't wait for more Spock. Yeah, I mean, like, let's keep going through this trailer. So, I mean, I have to be honest. Like, we got the classic communicator here. That is classic TOS communicator that I think we were starting to see in the end of Discovery there. But this is my favorite bit of the trailer right here. Look at that big old Pike beard. Look at his big old Pike beard. You know me. I'm here for the beards. I'm here for a beards. I'm all here for the Star Trek beards. Like, give me the more beards in Star Trek, the happier I am. I know he's probably going to shave. I mean, he's definitely going to shave it at some point. We see it. But, like, just give me the big old, like, Pike dad beard. And Jessie's going to be like, I think I've got a problem. Let's just say I'm probably going to be, with all respect to Anson Mount and the character of Pike, I will probably be objectifying Captain Pike in the pilot episode of this show just a little bit if he has this dad beard. Thanks for sharing. Thank you very much, Mark H. Williams. Thank you for sharing. Super excited about this. I love Discovery. Picard season 2 episode 1 rocked, and now this. I'm in at my happy place. Yeah, I'm so excited. Star Trek is in such a strong place right now. I watched So, I mean, I've already talked about this. I can't say anything specifically, but I've seen the next 2 episodes of Star Trek Picard. Again, I can't spoil anything or talk too much about it. Just they gave me screeners of those. And y'all should be excited for the next 2 episodes of Picard. I'm very excited for tonight. Episode 2 of Picard airs tonight. And the opening of that episode, I mean, I can say this, Q showed up at the end of the season 2 season 2 premiere. And it goes right into that. And, he's great. John Delancey is great, so you should all be excited about that. Again, that's all I can say, because I don't want to get in trouble, but you should be excited for that, because there's some stuff that happens in there, so I'm very excited for it. David Meir, I don't want to restart the trailer just because I don't want to get flagged already, but I'm going to go through this. So, let's see what else. So we got our Pike Daddy beard, right? Cyberquaker, you're going to Mission Chicago. Oh, we should hopefully meet up at some point. That'd be fun. I'm going to Mission Chicago too. By the way, I think I've said this, but I'm going to Star Trek Mission Chicago. We should all do a meetup at some point if people are gonna be there. Maybe I'll do again, I'm hopefully meeting a bunch of people. There's a few people work on Trek and other stuff that I'm hoping to meet there. But hopefully we can do a meetup. And do maybe go to a bar afterwards or something in the evening and I'll get drinks or something. That'd be kind of fun. So hopefully that we can figure that out. I'll start making plans a little bit closer to the event. But that might be a fun thing to do. All right, let's see what else we got going on here. And see what else we can glean from the trailer. And we got look at that! He's so attractive. I'm sorry, look at this. Look at this. Just making this just to turn me on. Look at that. Pike, just futzing around in his, big dad coat sweater. He's gonna be the new Riker to me. I mean, he's probably not gonna be as all, swaggerly sexual as Riker was, but hot dang. Pike is gonna be my new Riker. Says they made Ethan Peck shave his damn beard. Hi Jesse, we were doing a live stream to discuss this trailer over on the Tech Truck channel at 7 Central. If anyone wants to check that out, yeah, of course, Father, you should go check out Tech Truck channel. Tech Truck channel is wonderful. By the way, I loved the video that you guys did over there with the Star Trek cruise stuff. It was really wonderful. I wish I could have gone to the Star Trek cruise. Hopefully next year is my plan to do the Star Trek cruise. I wanted to do it this year, but just with the way COVID still was going on around the time, I was still like, eh. So next year I will probably do it. It probably would have been fine. I mean, everyone seemed to have been safe. So, Jesse I need to be bonked by the sexy bat. All right. Let's see. Ooh, my hair. Sorry. My vanity. This is the life of a YouTuber. You worry about your vanity. All right. Let's see. Oh, Riker has all the charisma, Maya. I will fight you on that. Let's see. What else we got here? So we got some kind of like alien landscapes. I don't think this like looks like anything in particular that I've seen before. Like I don't particularly, I don't know. I mean, it just looks like a bland alien landscape, which is what most of this, I mean, not bland. Bland isn't, it's not bad. Like these are really good. Like the CGI department on Star Trek is I think it's got to be close to one of the best CGI departments going on television right now, because they don't miss. I think the only thing that I ever think that they screwed up was the Star Trek Picard season 2 finale, and like hearing the stories of like that team like having to do things really really quickly, and then they doing the copy and paste ships. That I understand. I understand, but that's the only thing I think I'm like, the CGI department didn't do great there because they just didn't have a lot of ship designs on hand, which they now fixed with Star Trek Picard season 2. But other than that, the CGI has always looked great. So I'm wondering, Star Trek, they have said this show is, and this is kind of interesting because they said Strange New Worlds is going to be a more episodic series, so it's not going to have like a big overarching mystery like Discovery and Picard have. And so I'm curious what this is, if this is just going to be like a one episode problem, or if this is going to be like a larger, like, oh, there's some sort of gaseous cloud anomaly. I hope they don't go that way, because the DMA in Star Trek Discovery season 4 has been kind of similar to that, like world-ending threat, and I really don't want to see world-ending threat. So hopefully this, like, whatever this weird cloud thing attacking this planet is, besides being Parallax from the Green Lantern movie, is just like a episode one-off, which it very well could be. Let's see, Kate Mulgrews. Oh yeah, Diana. Very much the same. I think we saw similar architecture on Navarre where they were consulting with scientists. Yeah, you might not be wrong, Steele, but I don't think that looked very Navarian or Vulcanian, as one would say, if you were from the original series time, because they say you're part Vulcanian, aren't you? Because they didn't say Vulcan. This looks interesting too. Like, it looks very like I want to say Japanese inspired, which I kind of like. Though it does get into that Star Trek problem of, like, painting other cultures, like, other human cultures, using them to codify for aliens, right? Like, anything that's not Western civilization is somehow alien in Star Trek. Which is, it's not just a Star Trek problem, that's a sci-fi problem. But this does look really cool. I really like this sort of, like, interesting architecture. Let's see. Why do you have to remind me of what they did to Parallax? I know, Parallax in the comics is so cool. Especially in, Jeff Johns' problematic figure, but during Jeff Johns' run, like, Parallax in the Green Lantern comics is cool. This looks like Spock. So maybe this is Vulcan right here. This could very well be Vulcan. Just given if that's Spock. So maybe he, like, returned to Vulcan at some point before the start of the series, especially between Star Trek Discovery Season 2 and where we pick up. Let's see. What else do we have here? We got some cool swirls. This May, which we already knew. Ethan Peck shirtless. I mean, I wish I gotten a front view of Ethan Peck shirtless. Hey, I am very much with you. Let's see what else we got. I'm just so sad. I just can't be hyped in case Paramount doesn't release the service in the UK. They did announce. Where was the announcement? I think they announced that it was actually going to be in the UK. That Star Trek. Let me pull this up for people real quick. Let's see if I can find it. They did announce where it was going to be airing. Shoot, where is it? I know I know I saw a tweet somewhere here. Star Trek. Sorry, I'm just trying to find it for people so people have it. Unless people in the chat know where it is. I was almost certain that I saw it. Ah, here it is. Yes, okay. Star Trek Strange New Worlds will stream exclusively on Paramount Plus in US, Latin America, Australia, and the Nordics. The series will air Bell Media's CTV Sci-Fi channel and stream on Crave in Canada, with additional international availability to be announced at a later date. So, yeah, unfortunately, yeah, if you're in the UK, it actually does not say. So that is unfortunate. But if you're in the US, Latin America, Australia, and the Nordics, you will get it on Paramount Plus. And then if you're in Canada, it'll be on Crave, which is where I think it's been for the most part anyways. So hopefully it'll get to you folks in the UK in the near future, or, you know, yar. Well, I'm sorry, something in my throat. Don't know what I was saying there. But you know, but yeah, there's that. So we got this. Is like, I don't mind these like sci-fi suits, but they kind of look a little bland, especially after Star Trek Discovery season 4. One of the recent episodes. It was an episode I really loved. Last episode was they had these like really cool spacesuits that I do. They look so good. They had like the color and stuff on them. These just look kind of bland compared to those. Just kind of like stock colors. Also, what is this going on here? I love this. They're clearly using the AR wall stuff that they got going on, and it just looks so good. Like, again, Star Trek Discovery Season 4 did something similar this year, where they just had these really cool, like, huge pieces of, like, the sci-fi worlds just felt huge and big and grand. And I'm liking that. I think that's really cool to see. Let's see. I swear I saw an announcement that Quinto, Saldana, and Pine were all reuniting for the Star Trek. Yes, they are, Diana. But the thing with that was, is they announced that they're going to do the movie, but they hadn't signed any of the actors, which doesn't necessarily mean that the movie's not going to happen. What it does mean is that Paramount basically gave up their negotiating rights to those actors. They're like, we want to make this movie. We're going to make this movie happen. And so the actors can be like, well, cool, we want to be in it too. We definitely want to do the Star Trek movie. You better pay me a bunch of money because you don't want to hold this up because of me. So the actors kind of have all the power to negotiate that now. So we'll see if that actually turns out, because it could be stopped by numerous different reasons, especially since so many of those actors have gotten, like Zoe Saldana and Chris Pine are still really huge. Zachary Quinto still does good stuff, but I think he's probably on the lower end in terms of cost nowadays. But Chris Pine and Zoe Saldana probably are a pretty penny at this point. Even John Cho actually would also be probably a pretty penny as well, though definitely not as much as Zoe Saldana and Chris Pine. Anyways, this looks interesting too. I can't really tell. This looks like this is just going to be like a little one-off episode, like Little Emperor person. So very like Foundation. Like, I've been watching Foundation. Looks like some sort of wedding going on here. I'm curious who this kid is. Don't really get a sense of who this kid is. I'm trying to see if there's like he does the Vulcan salute or anything, but yeah, you can't really get a sense of that, but that's interesting. This transition though, like, look at this transition. Whew, that was a good transition. That's really cute, but that's just like a cool little transition. But it looks like it's the same kid. He got his hand, but the cinematography is just great. Don't think there's anything else. And then look, we got a little sexy boy Pike without his beard. Sadly, he's beardless here. But didn't mean to make that pop out like that. But sadly, he's lost his beard, but he looks still. I love that he's like a silver fox too. We haven't gotten really like a silver fox captain in Star Trek. Like Sisko, Picard were both bald for the most part. Janeway's hair was all over the place. Archer was kind of just like standard. Kirk was fairly standard. So we got a little silver fox here. And Seal 066. Siler is always, Zachary Quinto is always Siler to me, very much so. So yeah, starting streaming. Made my screen too big. There we go. Come back. Oh God, I hate this. YouTube being a butt. We gonna play nice here, YouTube. You gonna be nice. There we go. But yeah, this was a good trailer. I mean, it was very much a teaser trailer, so there's still much to learn and to see between now and May, but very exciting. Does anyone since we have time, I'm free for another 30 minutes. I'm doing something with GameSpot in about 30 minutes, so we can hang out and talk for a little bit. But also there's the Kenobi trailer, which I have not seen yet either. Do you want to do a reaction? Want to hang out and do a reaction to the Sisko's very sexy dead arc? No, I wasn't saying it wasn't sexy, Finn. What I was saying is that Silver Fox might be my favorite kind of sexy. Silver Fox with the beard. So opening of this Pike would be great. Let's do it. Let's do the Kenobi trailer, because I've not seen the Kenobi trailer either. So we might as well do that. Let me change the. I'm just gonna change the title of the stream really quick. Got a favorite sub genre of horror? In particular, I'm curious, is your favorite haunted house stories? I could talk about haunted house stories. My favorite subgenre, though, if I'm gonna be honest, John Vindles, would be horror comedies. I love horror comedies because I love their like meta take on horror, but also like I think like comedy and horror are very adjacent to each other, because they're both like critiquing, like comedy and horror both critique society in particular ways. I actually was in a conversation the other day about someone asking me about why Jordan Peele has suddenly went from comedy to horror. Someone's like, I don't get why he jumped from comedy to horror. It seems like really weird to me. It just seems like he wants to scare white people now, which I laughed at the person saying that. That was funny. He's like, not inaccurate. He kind of does want to scare white people as well. He should. We should be scared. But I actually think like horror and comedy are just like, they're both like, the point of both of those genres are to like poke at society and like the weirdnesses and strange aspects of society. Like comedy's like laughing at it, whereas horror's like pointing out like, isn't this aspect scary, or like the anxiety that we feel? And like comedy also does that too, but makes us sort of laugh at it and look at it. So I think horror comedy is easily my favorite subgenre. I'm looking forward to Jordan Peele's next movie. I actually have not seen the trailer for that, and I explicitly am not, because I want to know nothing. Because I'm like, I'm already in on Jordan Peele. No matter what, even if his movie is bad, I will make me think. Like both Us and why am I blanking on the one before it? There's the one before it that was his big one that I'm blanking on the name of for some reason. I voted for Obama for a third term if I could. Why am I blanking on the name of it? The Sunken Place. Oh my gosh. Someone help me. Lewis, have a wonderful time. It was good to see you. Anyways, let's watch the Kenobi trailer. Here. Let me pull that up in here. Get Out. Thank you very much, Carmen. I appreciate that. All right, let's get this in here. Make it fit. Sorry, I'm just getting this all set up. But I don't even remember the name of the new one. I think it has something to do with horses, but like I said, I've explicitly am not watching the new Jordan Peele trailer because I know I'm gonna watch that movie. So I'm just like, I don't need to be sold on it. I'm gonna just watch it. All right, let me just quick change the title of this stream. Live react to Kenobi trailer so that people coming in will not expect the Strange New Worlds trailer. And if you want to see my reaction, if you're coming in now, I will put up this stream later on my other channel, Jessie Gender After Dark. So if you're coming in and you want to see my Strange New Worlds reaction, I'll put it up for people to watch later. Let's see, Kenobi. What is this? Obi-Wan Kenobi series trailer. Obi-Wan Kenobi. So I'm just gonna change the title and then we'll get watching. So that should change the title of the stream. Nope. Thank you. Yeah. Nope. That feels very Jordan Peele. Okay. Cool. So knock this down so you don't see the things on my wall. You see that? I always have to frame that out, by the way. You see that right there? I put up a poster and then took it off, and then the painting got ruined. All right. And yes, oh sorry, someone from don't put that up. Seeing GameSpot related stuff. You just saw GameSpot related stuff. Yep, I'm down. Sorry, I just need to, like I said, I'm planning on doing something at 1 o'clock with GameSpot, so I just want to make sure that's good. So you might hear Slack messages in the background of this, but let's watch this. Okay. All right, let's do this. Oh my gosh, Slack. Shush your face. Okay. So does anyone else, I know other people must have Slack. Does anyone else like get annoyed at Slack? It's like, can I just mute you? Shut up, Slack. I hate you. You're always yelling at me. Okay, let's watch this thing. Everything looks good there. All right, let's do it. Again, forewarning, I'm just watching this trailer straight through, so if this gets taken down, I am reacting to it, but because of the YouTube copyright claim censor, this stream might get taken down as I watch it. So just forewarning, if the stream goes down, that's the reason why. All right, loving the... See, this is the thing. It's got to take place on Tatooine for a large portion of it because that's where Obi-Wan was, and I'm like, I'm tired of Star Wars shows being on Tatooine, like Mandalorian, Boba Fett, all Tatooine. But I'm like, ooh, I'm liking this music, very John Williams-esque. I mean, I think John Williams is coming back for the show. Oh, it's a little Luke Skywalker doing his Anakin, which that's cool because it is like Anakin. He's like Luke Skywalker's being like Anakin, doing the pod racing stuff. Ooh. Oh. Okay, getting some Empire stuff. Inquisitors! Oh, we're getting Inquisitors. That's awesome. Ooh, I like the underwater base feel. Ooh, that's dark. Oh, hey, that's what's his face? Uncle Owen from the prequels, which is nice to see him. Jedi code like an itch. Oh, Obi-Wan, more droids. Stormtroopers jumping for some. Oh, that's so cool. That's so cool. Okay, seeing live action Inquisitors is like what I'm actually I want my boy Ian McGregor, but like also the music, like both trailers, both the Star Trek and Star Wars trailers, like music is on freaking point. Oh, hope survives. And then there's my boy. There's Ian McGregor. There's my boy. Also got we're all about the daddy beards today. Both Star Trek and Star Wars are all about the dad beards. I am so here for it. If this is the trend that my sci-fi franchises take, just here for the dad beards. I am so down for it. Yeah, and then limited series starting May 25th. So May is going to be a busy month between Strange New Worlds and Obi-Wan. It's going to be a busy month for me with the dad. I'm going to be overrun with dad beards in May. It's going to be a particular thing. Sorry, I'm seeing some super chats that I want to just quick see. John, you said the haunted house stories about which I'd love to hear you talk about, The Haunting of Hill House, which I've seen. I've seen the movie version and then the TV show that they did, which both are great. I love the show Haunting of Hill House. The movie is good too, but The Haunting of Hill House, the show, is phenomenal. But I would actually really love to read the book. I've never actually read the book. One of my best friends, Lucian, my best friend's dad, he loves Shirley Jackson. So I was talking to him about it like a Christmas or two ago. And he's a big Shirley Jackson fan. So I actually would love that. And then Diana said it should start a long time ago on a planet far, far away, right? It's always got to do it. John Vinnels. Oh, in the 1980 George C. Scott movie, The Changeling, which I don't think I've seen that one. I have not seen that one, The Changeling. I saw The Changeling with J. Michael Straczynski starring Angelina Jolie, which was about like a child kidnapping and then the mother being like gaslit to her child not being her actual child. Very good movie. Been a hot minute since I've seen it, but a very, very, very good movie. But I have not seen the 1981. But let's go through this really quickly. I mean, dad beard. He's not. I gotta say, Ian McGregor rocking the beard. I'm here for more for Captain Pike's beard. He's got the gray. I think the gray does it. Like, it's the gray that sells it for me. Like, the beard's good. Like, Ethan Peck's beard, just completely like jet black beard, absolutely wonderful. But when you're getting into the I don't want to say like call him old, like Ian McGregor's not old, but he's older. And when you get into the older guys, just a little gray I think is nice. And he's still got some I mean, he's not completely without gray, but the little flecks of gray is that's what gets me there. Don't forget Doctor Strange in May also. Yeah, Doctor Strange also got the dad goatee going on. But I like some of the things that they're showing here because like this is clearly like young Luke Skywalker that he's watching, right? And number one, I mean, I know some people have had mixed issues on it, and I certainly have issues on the AI, like how they in Book of Boba Fett. Mild spoiler here for Book of Boba Fett, but when Luke Skywalker showed up in that, they did his voice. Mark Hamill wasn't doing the voice; it was an AI that they used to like recreate Mark Hamill's voice and had this very uncanny valley feeling. I'm very down on that, but I like that the shows are not shying away from the like larger parts of the Star Wars universe. It sometimes feels a bit too fan servicey in my book, but I also dislike like other shows and franchises where they like very much skirt around. It's like, well, we can't show this element of it, so we're just gonna, even though it kind of makes sense, we'll just be on the outskirts of it. And so I like that they're like actually addressing like elements of the lore. Oh, Sheeran, thank you so much for your super chat. I appreciate that. Heart to you, my friend. That's really nice. And so, yeah, so I liked this Luke Skywalker. I also like that we're seeing, this connects him to Luke Skywalker in an interesting way, right? Because Obi-Wan, watching him, he looks just like Anakin did in Star Wars Episode 1, which is something that Ian McGregor's Obi-Wan was there for. And so I actually really like him watching this because he's sort of like seeing, oh, is he going to end up the same? Like there's a nice connection being made here between Ian McGregor going into Star Wars Episode 4, becoming the Obi-Wan that we know from Alec Guinness's era, and connecting to the prequels as well. So it's like a nice bridge and building on that history with just a small moment like that. So this small like little visual motif here is great. Oh, Sharon, thank you so much. Thank you for all your Star Trek videos. My daughter and I love you. Oh, Sharon, thank you. I appreciate that. I'm glad that you and your daughter have fun with it. I appreciate it. You are lovely. That makes me very happy. Let's see. So I like that. But I think, again, the selling point here, like, it's the Inquisitors. Like, hot damn. Like, this Empire aesthetic, like, the fascist stuff, like, and also we got Uncle Ben, which is nice to see him back again. I like these, like, prequel connections. Like, let me be honest with you. I'll be honest, like, being quite honest with you, and this just be nostalgia for the era that I grew up in. I mean, clearly the original trilogy are the better movies. Like, they're, like, hands down, they're the best Star Wars movies made. Easily. Not even a question. But I have a particular nostalgic affinity for the Republic and prequel eras. Like, I love the Clone Troopers. I love, like, the prequel pod racing stuff. I love, like, the idea of the Clone Wars show, the video games, like Star Wars Republic Commando is, like, one of my favorite things. I don't know. I like the aesthetic of the prequel era a lot, even though I don't think the movies are particularly great. So, like, seeing, like, some prequel elements be given this level of respect, and hopefully we'll be in a better story, we'll see, than the prequels. We'll see. But, like, this is great. This all looks great. That being said, I'm up and down on Star Wars very much recently. Like, the movies haven't really done it for me, except for Solo and Rogue One. I actually really liked those kind of bit. I will fight for Solo. I think Solo is a great movie. I actually, like, I have issues with Solo. It is far from, like, perfect, but I actually really like Solo quite a bit. There's some creative choices I wish they had done differently. But overall I still like it. Rogue One as well, I really enjoy as well. And then I'm up and down on the rest of the movies. I have stuff I like and stuff I hate, in very equal measure. But the TV shows have also been hit or miss me, because there's elements of The Mandalorian that I like, quite a bit. There's stuff about Book of Boba Fett that I liked quite a bit. But then there's elements where it gets very fan servicey and very much, like, needs to hit these marks. And so I'm hoping that this show will do a little bit better in that, and do my boy Ian McGregor better. We'll see, though. Because, like, Star Wars has been so up and down lately. Like, there's stuff to love and there's stuff to hate. Whereas, like, Star Trek has had, like, consistent, like, positives and negatives. Like, the positives of this era of Star Trek have been fairly, like, consistent, and the negatives have been fairly consistent across the board. Whereas Star Wars has been like, woo, I have no idea what I'm going to get. And sometimes I'm going to get the same thing in the same show. Like, Last Jedi as a movie has the stuff that I love the most about this era of Star Wars and stuff that I hate the most about this era of Star Wars. It makes for a very frustrating viewing experience when I watch The Last Jedi. Because I honestly, I think some of the scenes in The Last Jedi are some of the best scenes in all of Star Wars. And then there's some scenes in The Last Jedi that I think are some of the worst of all of Star Wars. So it's a very up and under sort of feel to it. So I'm very excited to see that. But we'll see. But yeah, I agree with you, Diane. The Fallen Order, like, fan service, I agreed. Jedi Fallen Order was great, and then it did get into, like, just direct fan service at the end where you have to run away from spoilers for that game from Darth Vader. But the rest of the game is great. But yeah, it is like, oh, here's Darth Vader, go and fight Darth Vader. Daisy Ridley is great. I agree with you, Maya. Like, Daisy Ridley is great. Also, just that whole cast, like, say what you will about the Star Wars movies, the sequel trilogy, the cast is fantastic. Like, they do a fantastic job. Like, they were so well cast. Whether they've been used well is a different question. Looking at Finn, how they mistreated poor Finn, because he was probably the most interesting character of all of them, and just gets completely shafted, especially in the last movie. But that being said, and especially Johnny Boyega, for clearly for racial reasons that Johnny Boyega himself has talked about. But the cast is fantastic. Like, exactly, Vincent. The whole sequel cast deserve better. Like, easily. You are absolutely correct. Did I miss a super chat? I think I missed a super chat. No, I didn't. Okay, just wanted to make sure. Anyways, is there anything else? I have 20 minutes. I'm gonna have to probably disappear in 10 minutes time, because I got some stuff for GameSpot to do. But that being said, I can stick around for another 10 minutes or so if people want to just chat. We can even watch something since I have the video up. If people have any suggestions of, like, trailers or something that I should watch. But otherwise, I'm here to just chat with y'all for the next 10 minutes or so, and then and then I'll disappear to go do my actual job and do work, which I should be doing now anyways. I guess this counts as work, right? Sorry, I'm just checking my phone to make sure stuff is happening. Okay, cool. Nothing going on. I had to order a new computer chair because this one's, if you can't really see, but like this one's falling apart because like this handle doesn't work anymore. You can't really see it in the channel, but this handle and stuff. So I ordered a new computer chair, and also like Newt has like ripped it apart with his claws. But they tried to deliver it today, missed it even though I was home the entire time, and then had to now I had to redirect the delivery, and the delivery place is like, they said it was only, it's only a mile away, and then I looked it up, it's like 8 miles away. So I'm like, and it's on the other side of Seattle, so it's like, all right, I gotta deal with that tomorrow. So I was just checking that. Watch the trailer. I'm excited for the show. Do you watch Better? I do watch Better Call Saul, Justin. I'm very, very excited for that show too. The final season of that. I really like Better Call Saul. Bob Odenkirk is fantastic, and I'm glad he's doing all right after his heart attack. But very excited for that show. Especially the way the last season ended was really, really good and exciting with the sort of head of the gang down in Mexico that they were dealing with. Was super fascinating and terrifying to watch. Like, he is just really, really good. Let's just think about how Jessie Gender trounced Foreign Man on Saturday. Poor Foreign. I mean, he beat me in Mario Kart. But yeah, no, it was funny because Foreign and I we're in a Discord server together for Nebula because we're both on Nebula, and so there's a Discord server, and so they some of the Nebula people were playing poker the other night, so he and I both joined the poker game, and we were just making fun of each other the entire time playing poker with all these other people watching. We were just talking about like Smash, and then like people in the poker game were like, "You were playing King DDD? Like King DDD is just not a good character to play." So it's kind of funny. It was a good time. Let's see what else. In your opinion, which Star Wars alien species is the hottest? I'd say the Wookiees. Oh, come on. Stay home. I mean, hey, no judgment on the Wookiees. Totally get it. They can rip your arms apart, and that can be very sexy. I definitely know the feeling of being attracted to people who can smash your face in. It's definitely a turn on. Looking at Charlize Theron. Part of the reason she is one of the hottest people on the planet is that she can punch me in the face, and I'd be okay with it. In fact, I'd like it. Sorry. But no, Twi'leks, easy. We all know that Jessie likes blue tinted aliens. We learned this from my Mass Effect playthrough. If you're blue, you're very attractive. If now get blue and get a beard, and you're probably my type. A blue Twi'lek, Charlize Theron with a beard. It's all my fetishes rolled into one. Oh God, I don't think that would actually work for me, but we could try it, see how that goes. Yeah, the Twi'lek I think are the hottest alien species, like clearly. Also, thank you so much for the super chat. Bluebeard, yes, just give me Bluebeard. Here for the Bluebeard. Thrawn is coming too. Wait, where's Thrawn gonna be in? Is Thrawn in this? Oh no, Thrawn will be in the Ahsoka series. That's right. That I am excited for too, because then we're gonna get Ezra and Sabine in the Ahsoka series, which I'm also very excited to see. Ahsoka is my favorite Star Wars character. Mixed feelings on the actress playing Ahsoka, which I did a whole video on. I won't need to get into it. Mixed feelings on Rosario Dawson playing Ahsoka. But that being said, I love Ahsoka, and her appearances in The Mandalorian Book of Boba Fett are great. And I love the character in the Clone Wars. Easily I think hands down Ahsoka is my favorite Star Wars character. Like, easily. So I am very excited for that show. Rosario Dawson, mixed feelings aside. But I am also glad to see Ezra and Sabine, because both Ezra and Sabine are great from Star Wars Rebels. Anyone else? All my fetishes rolled into one. Yeah, interesting line to tune into. Yeah, you came in at a good moment. You came in at a very good moment, Miralak. I don't think they're gonna recast her. I mean, like, here's the thing with Rosario Dawson. I mean, the reason that I have issues with her, and I talked about this in my video, is that she had a lawsuit against her and her mother for abuse of a trans man, and those charges were eventually rescinded. For we don't really know the reasons. a lot of people speculated that the charges were pulled back because they were not credible. But that being said, I know that there are numerous reasons why that could have been the case. The trans man involved could have felt pressure because he was suing a very big person in Hollywood, so there could have been pressure against him. He could have gotten harassment and threats as well. Or it could also have been that they were not credible. I don't know. And there's no way really to know. And Rosario Dawson, being said, has been a vocal supporter of the LGBTQ community, including trans people. I worked in The Advocate for a while, and I never met Rosario Dawson, but I saw events that she was at where she did speak up for trans people. So it's one of those hard feelings, and I spoke about this in the video that I did on it, where it's like, I am not here to cancel. I mean, I'm never here to cancel anybody. And I'm not here to say, like, Rosario Dawson definitely did it and it was awful, and she's the worst person. What I have to say on it is as someone who's from the trans community, who knows that that sort of abuse happens, even from people who are vocally supportive of trans people, knowing that I can't know what happened for sure, I just have to be reticent and feel uncomfortable in it. And I can't have any feelings one way or the other because I just don't know. She may be completely innocent, and that's fine. And it sucks that if she is completely innocent, that she has this sort of cloud hanging over her head for the trans community. That's not fair if it is not true. But I'm also don't owe her my appreciation. I don't have to stan Rosario Dawson, and so all I can ultimately say is I'm uncomfortable. It makes me uncomfortable, and that's may not be anything that is her fault, but I'm just uncomfortable, and I have to just be honest about it. And so would I prefer there have been someone else different in the role? Sure. I'm not going to not watch. I mean, if I had learned that it was definitely true that Rosario Dawson had done these things, then I would be like, yeah, no, screw her, get her out of there. As it sits, I'm not here to say, no, Rosario Dawson, she shouldn't be in anything. Again, if it's not true, it may not be fair to her, but I just have to be honest and be like, there's an element to me that's been uncomfortable. And like I said, that might be unfair to her, or it might be completely fair. We don't know. And that's where the discomfort is. So just being honest about that. Again, I'm not here to cancel anyone or make a definitive statement, but it's just where I have to sit as a trans person. I think Finn had something to say about it, and I want to say that. Robert, I've been having a really bad past 6 days, and your content has been helping me a lot. I just saw these trailers up, and I was so excited you hopped in for a live reaction. You rock. Oh, Robert, I'm sorry that you've been having a rough 6 days. I spoke about this to my patrons, so I won't go into it here because it's a private thing. But if you're a patron, you know what I'm referring to. I'm not trying to get people to sign up for Patreon. I'm just like telling, if you're a patron, you know what I'm referring to. But past few days have been rough for me too, for generally positive reasons, but it's been rough. It's been a rough week or two, for good reasons generally, but it's been rough. So that being said, Robert, I just want you to know that you're not alone. And I send you love, and you are lovely. And I'm so sorry that you've been dealing with rough stuff, because, for a myriad of reasons. And actually, speaking on something completely different, Prince Shizor would be really fun, Rowan. I would love to see Prince Shizor. I'm going to be doing a video, probably, I'm shooting it this weekend. My next video is going to be, I think someone in my Discord, I forget who it was, but someone in my Discord server recommended that I do a video about it's okay to not be okay right now. And I'll end on this because I have to hop off to go to some GameSpot stuff in a second. But I do want to say, and yes, where to for? I would love to. I will try and do more. But I'll end on this. The video I'm going to do for next week, or at least I'm going to aim to do for next week, is going to be just a video on it's okay to not be okay. With everything happening in the Ukraine right now, with everything happening with the news out of Idaho yesterday, and Florida as well, and Texas, especially for LGBTQ and trans folks, then also that on top of that for the Ukraine. It's been a rough few weeks. I'm not doing okay on a lot of fronts. This stuff like Star Wars and Star Trek has helped. But it's been rough. And it's okay to not be okay. So to all of you out there, whether the stuff that I just mentioned is what you're feeling, or you're dealing with your own personal stuff, I just want you to know that it's okay. It's okay to not be okay right now. I know I need to hear that very much so right now. And if anyone of you needs to hear it, it's okay. I want to make sure you know that if you're not doing all right now because of all the stuff going on or things that may be personal to you, it's okay. It's a normal thing to be feeling shitty when shitty things happen. And the pandemic, you're right, Dorian. Anyways, with that being said, I hope this has been a positive part of your day watching these trailers. As no, it's been for mine. It's been very fun. I'm so pumped for my dad beard sci-fi, which is the genre I'm getting in. I'm here for it. Between Obi-Wan Kenobi and Captain Pike, I am getting my dad beard sci-fi. I'm getting my Inquisitors in live action, which I'm so freaking pumped for. Also, is she the same? Also, I just realized this as I'm sitting here watching. Is that the same Inquisitor from Jedi Fallen Order? I think that is the same actress. Oh shit, I just realized that as we're sitting here. Wait a minute. Inquisitor. Is it? No. Where have I seen her then before? I feel like I've seen that actress in Star Wars before. No! Oh, I know who she is. No, it is. It is the same actress. Oh, that's spoilers for Jedi Fallen Order. All right, spoiler for Jedi Fallen Order. No, it is the same actress. I'm 90% sure. It's not the main Inquisitor antagonist, but the friend that you were. Yes, that's her right there, isn't it? Oh man, I wish I had a better I forget her name. Oh, sorry, I gotta get going soon, but where is she? It's right here. Her, right here. Wait, let me see if I can pull this up. Oh god, gaming. I clicked on the right one. Right there. She is your friend who, again, spoilers for this game. Just saying this up front, it is revealed she starts off working for you. It's revealed that she was an Inquisitor at one point in her past. And it would line up timeline-wise. Is that her? Oh, shit. I think that's her. I forget the character's name, but she just gets revealed to be a Jedi Inquisitor in the past. And it, like I said, it would line up timeline-wise that she would be a Jedi Inquisitor by the time of Obi-Wan. That might be her. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. But I know she was definitely her whole thing was that she was an Inquisitor. I just can't tell because you don't get a good shot of her face. She's shot from a distance. I'm trying to think if we get any good shots of her. I gotta get going soon, but no, it's not her. Dang it. I was very excited. Okay, that's not her. Sorry, I was just too far away because if that's the same girl right there, then that's not her. Dang, that would have been cool though. Yeah, that's not her. Never mind. That's a close-up of her face. We had only distance. I was so excited for a hot second. But yeah, no, because, yeah, you can't really tell here. Yeah, you can't really tell that that's her here in these, like, quick shots. Yeah. It kind of looks like her here. But, yeah, no, when we get an actual close-up. Dang, I was so excited. I was like, oh, shoot, did I just figure something out? But no, that's definitely not her once we get a close-up of her face back here. Dang. All right, I got very excited about it. All right, well, anyways, I love y'all. I got to get running, do some work stuff. Mwah. You're all lovely. I will see you all soon. I'm gonna turn this live stream off and unlisted, but I'll put it over my other channel later on today. So if you missed the stream, just know that it'll be going up in just a little bit. So yeah, we'll be talking about it. Love you all. Mwah. Have a good day. Rest of your day.